Alright, so my friend, in this video we are going to implement our own rm command in C and in assembly as we used to do. So basically this rm command, it just deletes a directory or a file. So for example, if we create, for example, folder 1, folder 2, and let's do touch file 1 and file 2. Alright, so we're going to see that we have two folders and two files. So if we did rm file 1, it will be removed. Alright, then if we did rm folder 1, it will not be removed because rm, it expects that inside this folder it will be another folder, so it should do a recursive to remove all the inside folders inside this folder 1, then go back and delete this first folder. So we need to do a flag called -r. So we're going to implement this flag in our code. So if we did rm -r, it will be removed. Alright, so there is two left flags that we are going also to implement, which are, let's type -r -e. So -i in simple term, it just asks the user if he really want to delete this file or folder. Like he should answer with either yes or no. So -i, then folder 2. So here he is saying rm remove directory folder 2. Let's say for example no, I don't want to remove it. Let's run the command again and let's say yes. So it's removed. Alright, now let's remove -r because it's just for folders, and let's remove this and let's add our file 2. Alright, so here we are going to ask the user, and we are going to add another flag which is -v, is for verbase, I guess I don't know how to spell it, but basically it just tell that we deleted this file or this folder after the operation end. So here he is saying remove regular empty file 2. So we are going to do yes, and here he is saying removed file 2. That's it. Alright, so let's get started. We are going in the first implement it in C, then in assembly. Alright, so let's do vim main.c, and let's include std of .h, and I need my int main like this. So int main, and I need to handle input. So I need argument counter and argument vector. So int ac and char pointer av. Good. Now we need variables for the flags. So this variable, they will be set to 1 if the flag is present or not. Alright, so int air flag is equal to 0 in the first. Then we have v flag, also it should be initialized to 0. Then we have int I flag equal also to 0 in the first. Alright, then we need a variable to the loop. Alright, so first thing we are going to implement a case where he is just calling or executing the command without no arguments. So we need to print a message which will be in a simple term how to use this command. So we are going to do if argument counter is less or less than 2. Yup, less than 2 like this. If the AC is less than 2, less than 2, then we are just going to print if the usage like this, 2 point rm, let's say rm, and here file 1 and here file 2 like this, and 3 points, right, and like this. Then we are going to return 0. Alright, else we are going to call our function which is check flag. So we are going to do here check flag, and in this function we are going to loop on all these arguments, and we are going to check if there is any -i or -r or -v. Then if we want any flag, we are going to set this variable, its variable to 1. But here there is something, we need to pass the address of this variable in order to change this value. So for example, if we just pass this variable, the value of this r flag will be equal to 0, but it will be just changed in this function that we are going to create. All right, so here we are going to do address of v flag, address of r flag, address of e flag. Good. All right, let's continue. So we're going to do void and check flag like this. We're going to do int pointer, so this pointer will point to the v flag, right? Then we have here also a pointer, and this pointer will point to the r flag. Good. Then we have here int a pointer, and this pointer will point to the I flag. Good. Now we need the variable to the loop ij equal to 0. Alright, and here we have a while loop. So while, let's make it like this. Okay, like this, like this. Alright, good. So while the I need to pass the argument. So here I need to pass the argument to this function in order to loop on them. Alright, so here I need to pass the AV, and here I need to take it as a 2D array, which is a pointer, which is an array of pointers. All right, so here char pointer av. All right, good. Then here we are going to say while av of index g does not equal the null. All right, because every 2D array it's end with a null pointer. Right, and here we are going just to do j plus, and here our if condition. So we are going to compare the first value, but here we need a str comparison. All right, so we are going to do include our string library string.h like this, and we are going just to do str comparison, good, of the av of index g. Then here minus I, for example, if it is equal to 0, which means they are identical, which are equal to each other, then we are going to take the I flag like this, and we are going to dereference this address by this star, and nope, like this, and equal to 1. Good. Let's make some space like this, and we are going to do an else if this condition fails. All right, so we have here str comparison like this of the AV of index G, and here we have minus V, for example. Alright, is it equal to 0? Yes. Then what you are going to do, you are going to take the V flag like this, pointer, dereference, and equal to 1. Good. Let's make some space right here, and here we have else if. Alright, else if like this, and let's do a star comparison right here, a star comparison, and the AV of index G, is it equal to minus R equal to 0, then please bring the R flag equal to 1. Good, good, good. So here I need to explain to you something, guys. Alright, so let's imagine, for example, the input is like this, /rm. For example, we have minus R flag, minus V, minus I. Then for example we have file 1, file 2, for example. Alright, so here we are going to do a loop. So here we are going to do while like this, I++, and we are going to do while the AV of index I does not equal also the null pointer. Alright, like this. So let's take this like this and paste right here. Alright, so the I in the first case will equal to 0. Alright, and here let's say, for example, we found that there's the 3 flags together. So here we have the index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3. The file where we are going to start our loop here should equal to index 4, but here the I is still equal to index 0. So here there's a problem. We need, in each iteration in this while loop, we need also to increment this I. So when this function will end, we will start directly from the first file or the first folder. Alright, I hope you understand this, guys. So let's call, or let's pass the address of index I. Alright, so address of I, and we are going to take it right here as a pointer. Alright, so here int pointer I, and here when we found that is a, for example, any one of this flag, we are going to increment the I. So we are going to dereference the I like this, and sorry, inside here. Why I did this? Because there is something called the priority. So if we did just like this, pointer I plus plus, it will increment first the address, so it will ignore this this dereferencing. So we need to first say that we need to dereference this pointer, then increment it. Alright, so I plus plus. Alright, let's copy this and let's paste it right here. Good, like this. Let's remove this space. Okay, like this. Good, good. Alright, now let's do a simple check. So we're going to do a printf. So printf, and we're going to do the I flag, %d, the V flag, %d, the air flag, %d, the I, %d. Alright, so first we have the I flag. Alright, then we have the V flag. Alright, air flag. Alright, I. Good, good, good. I think everything is good. Alright, now let's try to compile. No problems. Edit out. Here he will print the usage because there is no file or directories. Alright, for example, let's say -I. Alright, the I flag is equal to 1, the V flag equal to 0, air flag equal to 0, and the I is equal to 1. Alright, let's run, for example, -I, -V, -r. Alright, here the I flag is equal to 1, V flag 1, air flag 1. Good. But here there is something. The I is equal to 3. Good, because it's increment each time it found a flag. Good. But there is a thing. The I is equal to 3. As we said in our loop, we are going to start, we need to start, not we are going to start, we need to start from the file, not from the argument, not from the flag, sorry. Alright, so here the I is equal to 3, so AV of index 3 is equal to -air flag. So if we pass this -air flag to a function that will parse this file and get information from the kernel and blah blah blah, it will false, it will fail. Alright, so here is a trick. We need just to increment the one, or sorry, initialize it by 1 in the first of the execution of the main. Alright, so here we are going to see something. So gcc, and it's too clear. Let's run again. For example, here we have file 1, file 2, for example. So here the flags are all set to 1, but here the important thing, the I is equal to 4. So index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, and here we have index 4. Good, let's continue. Alright, let's remove this printf and let's start. Alright, so here we parsed all the flags, we checked everything. Now let's start. So first thing, we need to check this file or this folder. Like, we need to know information about this directory or this file. What is the type of this file? Like, we need to know the type of this file to deal with it as a file or either as a directory. Right, so we're going to call a function called lstate. So lstate simply is just a POSIX system call. It will just give you information about this file and everything about it, and is gonna fill it this all information in this structure. Right, I have a simple image of the structure. I got this image from ChatGPT. Here these just are probably the values inside the struct in our system. So here is the values that we get from the kernel, and we fill this structure, then we can like know everything about this file or this folder. The important thing here is the st mode. We need to know this file type. We are going to ignore the permissions, and we are going to focus on the file type. So we are going to see if this is a file or a folder. Alright, so let's continue. We are going to call our else state. So else state, the return value, I guess, is 0 on successful and -1 on failure. Alright, so we're going to do an if condition like this. Alright, so if the AV of index I, else state, so else state like this, and we're going to pass the path. Then we need, as they said, we need a structure, so we're going to create a struct state, and we need to pass it to this function. So let's make it. So we're going to do struct state, for example, let's say pointer st. Good. We're going to pass this pointer, and if it's equal to -1, then there is a problem. Then we need to print output for the user that he know that there is a problem. So printf like this. We're going to say there is a problem on this element. Alright, good, which is %s and AV of index I. Good. Then here we're just going to do we're just going to do nothing. Alright, so for example, let's say we are going to do gcc-c else state function. It needs header files, which are sys and types.h, state and unistd. Alright, let's like this. Alright, good. Compile, clear, and run. Alright, we need a new line. Okay, new line right here. Good. Let's remove the spaces right here. Okay, nope. Okay, like this. Good. Let's remove this, and good. Let's compile now. Run. Alright, there is a problem on this element. Why? Because there is no file 1 or file 2. Alright, let's continue. Alright, now we need to check if this file or directory. Now we are just going to do an if condition like this, and we need to check the st mode. So we need to check this variable or this element right here. Alright, so there is a macro in this header file which check is this a directory or a regular file. Right, he's comparing the value that he gets in the st mode and compared with the const value that's equal to the regular file or equal to a directory. Alright, so we're just going to do if s is directory, and we need to pass the struct and to access the st mode element. Alright, so we're going to do here if condition and is directory and st, but here I'm gonna do this this operator which can I access the pointer, because here I have a structure pointer, so I need to dereference this pointer and get the value that it's point to. Alright, which is the st mode like this. St mode, I guess it's right. St mode. Good. So here if this macro is returned a non-zero value, then this condition will be true, else it will be false and it will not execute this if condition. Alright, so printf, let's do printf, and let's do this is a directory. Good. %s and AV of index I. Alright, and let's do also for the file. So we're going to do here, so we just need to copy this this macro is a regular file. Let's remove this and let's remove this. Alright, this is a file. Good. Let's run. Here he will show us a problem because there is no file 1 and file 2. Let's do touch file 1, file 2 and file 3 for example, and let's run again. Yo, this is a file, for example, let's do mk directory folder 1. Okay, and we have here 2 folders and 3 files, so let's run and let's do folder 1. Okay, so this is 2 folders and 1 directory. Good, let's continue. Let's do vim.main.c. Alright, so simply we are going to treat the files in the beginning, then the directory in the end. First we are going to call here the function delete files. Alright, so delete files. Alright, so we are going to pass to the AV of index I, the current path. Then we need to pass the 2 flags, which are the I flag and the V flag. I don't really need the L flag because this is not a directory, it's just a file. I need the I flag to check if it's equal to 0, then I will ask him, and the V flag to print the message of that we print this file. Alright, let's continue. Let's do I flag, V flag. Good, good, good. Alright, let's go up here, but let's go down here. Okay, like this. Alright, and let's do void and the name of the function, and here char pointer path. Alright, here the path, and we have int, I guess the I flag is the first, then we have here int V flag. Alright, good, good, good. Let's continue. So I guess the V flag, yep, the I flag is the first, then the V flag in the second. Alright, let's remove the space right here. Good. So before diving into the code of this function, I need to explain to you something, guys. We don't, when you do like remove file, we just move it to trash. No, we are doing a syscall called onLink. Alright, so this onLink is just take the parameter, which is the path, and it's onLink this file, so you cannot reach it. Alright, so path a points to null string represented to the path to the file you want to remove. Return 0 on successful completion and -1 in error, so which effectively removes or deletes this file itself, provided it has no other links and no processes are currently using it. Alright, let's do it. First thing, I'm gonna check the I flag. Good, let's do here I flag, is it equal to 1? Yup, good. We are going to do printf. Hey, do you wanna really remove, let's say remove this file. Alright, let's do like this, and new line. Good, then we are going to do scanf. Alright, so we're going to do percentage %s, and we are going to store the result in this response. So we're going to create char response array of 2, 1 for the character that he will enter and 1 for the new line. Alright, then we are going to do a check if the response of index is 0, if the response of index 0 is equal to small y, or response of index 0 is it equal to big Y. Then we are going to do what? The onLink syscall. But here we are going to do if condition, if the onLink is fails. Alright, no, I don't really need to do if onLink fails because we already checked that this is a file. Alright, I'm not gonna like handle if we have permissions for this file for this case, because I'm just like doing just a demo of this command. And here I'm gonna do onLink like this, onLink, and the name of the file, which is av, no, not av, bro, which is the path, like this. Alright, so in the else we just need to do return, so we don't want to delete this file. And here we need to do another if condition. Here there is a thing. Yep. Here I'm gonna do an if condition for the v flag. So if v flag like this, if the v flag is equal to 1, then we're going to print this, let's say %s code deleted. Alright, that's it. Okay, and new line. Good. I guess it's working, but let's test it. gcc main.c. Yep, I need null terminator right here. Okay, good, no problems. Let's enter, for example, just 2 files. Do you wanna really remove this file? Yep, here I need to give him the file. So sorry, here I need to give him the specific file that we are going to delete, %s and the path like this. So this is main.c. Let's run again. Hey, do you wanna really remove this file 1? Yep, I wanna remove it. Good, we have segmentation fault, sig fault. Alright, let's continue. Let's see where is this sig fault. Scanf response. Alright, scanf %s. Okay, %s and the response. What is the problem? Alright, let's run gdb to see. So let's do gcc -g main.c and let's do gdb. Okay, let's break. I need to remove the gif extension, so I'm gonna do like this and remove this command like this. gdb again, then break at the main, then len, enter. I want the C code, then run. Let's run -i -v file 1. Okay, good. Let's run again. Okay, n. Okay, print air flag. Okay, let's do print v flag, it's equal to 1, print I flag is also equal to 1. Good. Okay, let's go down here and let's see. What? Bro, come on. main.c. Here we are calling the delete files. Alright, so let's remove these things. Let's comment this and let's comment also this. Alright, so let's do gdb again, and please let's comment also this, because printf when the gdb is like make them sig fault. Okay, let's remove also this printf like this. Alright, gcc again, then gdb, then break at the main please, then len, then enter, give me the C code please, run -i -v file 1. Good. ni. Why he is not entering pi of index 3? Alright, so 0 1 2 3. Let's do ls. Yep, there is no file 1. Alright, let's close this and let's do again. There's no. Alright, let's copy this. Bruh, come on. Yes, I wanna again. Alright, s. Alright, scanf the response. For example, y. What? I guess there's a problem. So here, logically, when yup. I guess we need to do the return. I guess here, return. That's it. Let's run it again. So there is no file. Alright. For example, file 3. Yes, I wanna remove it. Segmentation fault. Again, why? I don't know really why. Alright, so here everything is good. Right here, I guess I forget to pass the path, for example. But I don't really think is it a sig fault. Alright, so gcc main.c. Right, there is no touch. Right, say do touch like this. Run it again. What? This is just the problem. I forget to pass the parameter into the function printf. So file 3, file 1, file 2 like this. Let's do again run. Let's run it again. File 1, file 2, file 3. Do you want to remove this file? Yes. Yes. God damn it, bro. Damn. This was just the problem, which is %s without any parameter. Alright. So now we are done with handling the files and we remove it. Now let's go to directories. Alright. So let's do like this and delete directories. Alright, I need to pass the AV of index I. Good. Then I need also to pass the air flag. Okay, like this. Alright, so we have here the air flag and the AV of index I, and I need also to pass the I flag, okay, and the V flag. Alright, let's get this. Good. Okay, I need to copy this and I'm gonna go up here like this and make it no I guess should do it in the bottom of delete files. Alright, like this, and it's gonna be void, and the name of the function is delete files. The parameters are alright, the first parameter is the path, char pointer path. The second parameter is the air flag. Third parameter is the I flag. The last parameter is the V flag. Alright, go away, goodbye. Alright, like this. Let's remove the space and let's get started. Alright, also before diving into this delete directories code function, right, I need to show you something, because here we are going to go into the next level. We are going to handle directories, and inside of these directories maybe another directories and also another files. So we need to do a recursion. How this it will be. So I have this picture. Alright, so for example here we are passing this root to the function. Alright, we have roots. First thing, we are going to read this file to check if is it a directory or not. So we need to delete this file. Then we are going to go back to the root and we are going to read the next directory, which is directory A. Alright, inside this directory A, we are going to need the next element, which is file2.txt. We are going to delete it and we are going to go back to our directory A. Then from directory A, we are going to get the next element, which is directory B. Who is like the one will read the next directory, which is the syscall, which is read directory in C. Alright, it takes the directory and it fill this diarange, which is a structure which will give you all the information about this directory. Alright, good. Let's continue. Then we are going to delete these two files, and we are going to go back to directory B and go back to directory A, and we are going to go back to directory B and we are going to delete it, and we are going to go back to directory A and we are going to delete it. Then we are going to go back to the root. So in the root we are going to do the same thing, read directory. It will find that there is a directory which is directory C, and we are going also to do a recursion, and we are going to find that there is an element and which is a file. Then we are going to delete it and go back to the root, then delete the root directory. So this is the logic of this function. I know it's a little bit heavy, but it will be simple for you guys, I know. Alright, first thing, the simple thing that we need to do is called else state. We need to check if this is a file. Alright, let's continue, because here we are going to handle two things, files and directories. Alright, so we are going to do what? So we are going to do struct state st. Good. We are going to do an if condition. Alright, if condition like this. If let's say, as we said, I need to copy it. Alright, this is the condition. If it's a regular file, then please call this function. Bro, come on. Let's remove this, go down, copy this, and paste it right here. Good, good, good. Alright, so if is this a file, we need to delete it, but before we need to call the else state to fill this structure, to fill this struct. So if else state, let's just call it again, copy it from here. Alright, like this. Here I need to add a pointer like this. Alright, so we are going to read the path. We need to read the path, and here the path. Alright, and here also the path. Good, good. And we need to return 0, like just return, because this is a vote function. Good, good. Now this, it will be for the recursion. When we are going to read a file, we need the recursion, it will start the function from the beginning, and we are going to check if this is a file, then we are going to delete it. And in the normal execution, in the first execution, we need to work with a directory. Alright, we need to consider this path in the first execution of this function as a directory. So we need to open it and read it. Alright, for this we are going to use a function called open directory. Alright, so the open directory function is used to open directory stream. That's it. This is the syntax of this function. We need just to do syntax like this. Alright, we need dir and a pointer like this will equal to open like this, open there, and the path. Good. Then what we need to do else, we need to read this directory each time. So we are going to need this function which is read directory. Alright, now we open this directory, and this pointer D is pointing to this path, right, to this directory. Now we need a function called read directory, which will open this directory and give us information about this directory, its name, permissions, and a lot of things. Alright, so this is the function. First, it get this information from the kernel, and as we used to do, it's stored in this struct, which is struct direct. Alright, it's copied struct direct like this, and pointer, for example, let's name it E, for example. Alright, then we are going to do a while loop like this. So we have here a while loop, while E equal read directory. Alright, so read directory, and we are going to give it the pointer that we get from the open directory function. So we're going to give it the D. Alright, does not equal to null. So we are going to give this a double parentheses like this, and here also like this. Alright, good. So what we are going to do, so let's do like this. So basically we are going to enter this directory, right? And we are going to check if there is any other file or directory inside this directory, for example, which is folder 2. But we have to ignore 2 directories, because this function read directory, it just read the next directory that it's in front of it. So we need to ignore these 2 directories, which is point and 2 point. Alright, we need to ignore these 2 directories because we are not going to delete them. We don't need to delete them. Alright, so let's do clear and vim main.c. So we are going to do an if condition here. So we are going to do if, and by the way, I guess I need to show you guys like how is this structure that we are going to fit, which is struct direct. Alright, so as you can see, this is our direct struct. It's get here the inode number, the offset, the length, and the type. Alright, and the name here. Alright, so we're going to get the name and check in the first case, is this e dot, no, I don't need to, I guess I need this because it's a pointer. Alright, dot what dot d name, d dash name, yep, and it's a comparison, str comparison of this first parameter. We are going to compare it with what? With point. Alright, if is it equal to 0, or str comparison of e pointed to the d name like this, and we are going to compare it with what? With point. Is it equal to 0? Alright, now I need to close this, and I guess that's it. So we have here if condition. I need to close this like this. I need to make this inside of the function and a comma like this. Alright, so it's our comparison. We are going to compare the name of the current directory that we get from this read directory. Then if it's equal to 0, then we are going to do something here, or if the name is equal to 2 points, then we are going to execute what? Just continue, just skip it, easy. Alright, so continue like this. Good. Then else we are going to do something. What we need to do, I'm gonna close this and I'm gonna open this. Alright, so here what we need to do. So here, as you can see, we need, for example, here we are in the root. For example, I want to delete this root folder. So what I need to do, as we said, we need to get the next directory or the next file to confirm that we are going to delete all the inside entries, then delete the main directory. Alright, so we need to get the new path to enter. So for example, we are going to do here root/file1.txt, and we are going to pass this root/file1.txt to the function again, and we are going to check, is this a file? If it is a file, then we are going to delete it. Boom. Then we are going to go back to the root directory, and we are going to read the next directory using the read directory, and we are going to pass it to the function. And when we pass it to the function, we're going to check, is this a file, which is the root/directory A? No, it's not a file. So we're going also to open this directory, and we're going to find that it have the file to the txt. So we're going also to call the recursive function, which is the delete directories, and we're going to check, is the root/directory A/file to the txt, is it a file? Yes, then delete it, and so on. I hope you understand the logic that you are going to follow in this logic, in this code. Alright, I need to make a buffer, so char new path will be the maximum size of path, for example 124. Right, then I'm gonna call the sprintf. So let's search for this sprintf. So as you can see, it takes we have here pointer to the character anywhere the resulting C string is stored. Then here the format, and what? I guess that's it. No, I don't need it. It's all about So as we can see here, we have the buffer, and we have here the format, and here we have the parameters. Alright, that's it. I get it. Alright, so let's try to do it. So we're going to do sprintf new path like this, and here we're going I guess I need the size. I don't need to pass the size. Yep, there is no need to pass the size, I guess. Let's say for example syntax. Alright, so there's no a part where I need to pass the size, so let's continue. And here I need to pass the format specifier. So here we have %s, which is what? Which is our old path. Then slash, then %s. There is no need for to be a space between them. So here our old path, and here we are going to pass the new path that we get from read directory, which is which is d dash name. Sorry. So here we are going to pass d dash name like this. Alright, that's it. So here, for example, in the first case, as we can see here, it will be let's say here. Sorry, let's make it smaller like this. Okay. So here an example. It will be root slash file1.txt and it's gonna be passed to the same function. So here we're going to call a recursive function. So we're going to call the same function. So here you have p, and here we're going to pass the new path, not the old path, and we're just going to pass the v flag and so on. So here we have what? You have air flag, and here we have I flag, and here v flag. Alright, good. Then this while loop will end. Alright, so this for recursive and entering all the directories and delete everything inside of them, then go back and delete the main directory. Alright, now let's for example say you have just this root directory. It doesn't have any file inside of it or any folder inside of it. Then we need to make a logic for this. So we're just going to do the same thing in delete files. We're just going to do if like this. Is the if flag is on, so I flag is it equal to 0? If yes, so just so I'm going to copy this and paste it right here. Alright, so let's do like this. Good. Here we're going to do the head. You wanna remove this directory? Yes, I wanna remove it. Directory. Good. Then here response, I need a buffer, so char response 2 elements. Good. Then here we're going to do a remove directory. So as we can see here, we have this remove directory. Where is it? Alright, here we have the remove directory is used to remove an empty directory. Alright, let's continue. Then let's remove this. Okay, remove directory is the v flag is equal to 1, then like this. So if the v flag is equal to 1, then we're going to do return, else we're going to do also return. I guess that's it. Alright, that's it. Let's try to test it. So let's save, compile. I know there will be a lot of errors, but let's debug them as I said. Alright, so a noun type dir. Alright, so this d is for open directory. Open directory need this header file. I guess we don't have this header file direct. Yep, we don't have the direct header file. That's it. Right, copy it and paste it right here. Clear gcc main.c. Alright, yep, it should be capitalized. Alright, so dir like this. Good. Then compile, rename. Alright, I guess there is a problem. Dname. Alright, d dash name, d dash, I guess there's 2 dashes, no, just 1. Yep, a pointer, so we need to enter the struct, then get this the name of the file, or the name of the folder, or of the file. All right, so small x and clear gcc main.c. all right, so we're going just in the beginning give it an empty folder, so rm out. all right, let's make a file, so let's make this out first file, second file, third file, for example. Good. What? So let's do, for example, -i. Okay, so let's do edit out file 1, file 2, file 3, enter, ls. Alright, so why they aren't removed? Let's see. So the logic in delete files. Here in delete files we are saying, alright, here's the problem, bro. So if just there is the I flag, but the files can be deleted also if there is no I flag or no v flag. Damn, bro. Let's do an else condition here. Else, we're just going to do onLink and the path and this if condition. So if there is an v flag like this. Alright, so let's test it. So like this and like this. Alright, so gcc main.c onLink I need n here, bruh, come on, like this. Alright, so gcc main.c and let's delete 3 files and they are deleted. Alright, now let's try to delete the folders. So /is out -r folder segmentation fault. Good thing. Alright, we have a sig fault, so let's see where is the sig fault. So let's do gcc -g clear, then gdb and like this, break the domain, run -r folder 1. alright, yep, I need to lay in. Okay, enter, run -r folder 1. Yep, n okay, pr flag is equal to 1. Good. Delete directories. Alright, so let's go inside this function and let's see. Okay, we have a state is working well. Then we have is a file, no, open directory. Alright, here's the sig fault. So the sig fault is here in this open directory. We give it the path. Alright, struct direct pointer e. So let's go to open directory. So open directory const pointer directory name. Alright, I really don't know why was the problem in this open directory, but let's think folder 1. So edit out, let's say that we are going to our path in the right folder. Alright, let's open our code again. Okay, so here I think the problem is this in state, because here I have a pointer struct, but I didn't allocate anything for this struct. I'm not going to go in this way, just I'm gonna remove this pointer and make it normally. Alright, st.stmode and stmode and what else, and here also in the main I guess there is a problem. Okay, and here we are going to do st.stmode and here st.stmode. alright, let's compile. Alright, struct state. Yep, I need to pass to it the address. Alright, the address of the structure. So here the address and here also the address. Where is the L state? Yep, here is the L state. Compile. Alright, let's see, we have here in the line 85 I need to pass here like this. Okay, and here I need to remove this. Okay, good. let's run. Alright, at least there's no sick fault. Okay, let's see the logic now. Where is the error? Okay, so here is going to go inside this while loop. He will find there's just this point and this point. There's no other directories, and he will go outside from this while loop. There is no recursion. He will check if the I flag is equal to 1. Oh yeah, he's the same problem in the delete files. When there is no I flag, it will not delete, but we should do an else condition. So here we are going to do else. The same thing, else we are going to do just remove the directory and the path, and we are going to check if v flag is equal to 1. V flag, is it equal to 1? Yep. Then print this sentence, printf, we deleted this folder, %s and path, and return. Good. Now let's gcc done. Alright, for example, without no r flag, for example, let's remove all this. Here there's a problem. It should not be removed, because here we need an if condition in the main function. If is a directory here, and right, and the air flag is equal to 1. Else, or let's not do it right here, let's make it in the start of the function right here in the delete directories. We are going to do something like this: if r flag is not equal to 0, then we are going to do printf, you need flag. That's it. And return. That's it. Alright, good. GCC, there is a problem on this element. Yep, it's deleted. So folder 1, good. Let's once again, we need -r flag, -r and -i and -v. This is a problem. Yep. That's it. Hey, do you wanna remove this directory? Yes, I wanna remove it. Folder 2 deleted. Good. Alright, let's try it with the multiple folders and file. So file 1, file 2, and let's do file 2 and file folder 1, for example. There is a problem on folder 2 because folder 2 he's deleted in right here. Alright, so hey, do you want to really remove this file? Yep, I want to remove it. File 1, I don't want to remove this file 2. No, and yes. So the file 2 is right here because we said no. Alright, so I guess that's it. This is our C implementation. That's it. Alright, so as you can see here, we implemented our own, we can say 15% the real RM command, or let's say 80% the real RM command. We try to implement it. So this is our C code, and in a few minutes I'm gonna go and start the implementation of it in assembly code. Alright, so let's go to assembly.